Let me just check the show page here. Let me get off that Wi-Fi. I don't want to bring that down because that's what the stream's actually going to be running on. So we're checking it now. All right, so it looks like it's good, and I'm about to check the audio. So hang on just a second, guys. Okay. All right, so everything sounds good. So, guys, what we'll be able to do tonight is be able to bring you the stream, of course. Um, with it being up on the wall, and this camera is not the best. So, what we're going to do, we're going to have an overlay right here, somewhere on one corner side of me. It's going to be an overlay where we're going to try to update the numbers as soon as they come in. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. It's a fairly simple thing to do. So we'll be able to keep you updated live this time around with the election results on screen, so that way there won't have to be much typing. Lockhart was the voter booths down there. They didn't have power for a little bit, but it is back on. Do not forget, you got to be at the polls by 7 o'clock. 7 o'clock is the limit. Notice they're still having some people coming in trying to figure out where they're supposed to go vote. If you have any questions, make sure you come by here or give us a call. I believe it's 429-1616. I hope that's right, but I'm pretty sure it is. Speak with Darlene or one of her people. A quick update, and we'll talk about this again in just a little bit when we go live for the election. We shared a video that WBCU posted about the voter ballots where it was dark and then it went kind of faded where the printer was running out of ink. Here's the update on that. 2 ballots went out. The first ballot was dark and then it started to fade toward the bottom, and then the second ballot was completely faded. Only 2 ballots went out that way. And here's the kicker. 1 voted for Carl, 1 voted for Jeff. So right here live before the elections even started, you got a 50-50 right now, 1-on-1. So if a mistake happens, it couldn't have been no better of a result to come back from it. So appreciate them jumping on that. Just wanted to give everybody an update. A lot of people were, and so was I, concerned about that because you don't want any candidate having a advantage over the other, and that was not the case. They called it just in time, and it was an advantage. Like I say, 1 went to Jeff, 1 went to Carl. So good deal on that. We'll be back live here shortly. Now, I would leave this stream up and just let it run, but just want to contain the batteries. And I doubt anybody's going to just want to sit here and watch people walking around, but let me check out the chat real quick, see what everybody's talking about. There we go. All right. So, so it's going to be a fairly quiet night tonight. I don't believe that many people is going to be in here as last time. You'll see the voter people coming in with their results and everything, but other than that, I think it's going to be real quiet in here. Like last time we were here, there was a lot more people already here, and it's with it being a runoff, 2 candidates, the rest of it, so going to be fairly quiet. I'm trying not to talk too loud. Don't want to disturb anybody doing their work or anything like that, but we are here, and we'll bring you the elections live. So far, the internet is running good. Tested their internet, so they did get that fixed. That's good. But I do believe that was a lot more to deal with AT&T than us, or them, sorry. Yeah, Ashley, Brittany, a live update of the numbers right now. All I have is 1-on-1. That's all I got right now. I asked them about the voter ballots, where they were starting to fade, and 2 of them went out. 1 voted for Carl, 1 voted for Jeff, so it's 50-50 right now. That's all the updates I got right now. Ashley says it's going to be exciting tonight. I agree. I feel like this is exciting just for the simple fact of we're going to finally have a new leader. That's what's exciting to me. To see the avenues that Jeff could take us and that Carl could take us, even Tom could take us, though they may be different, they still have a lot of similarities of wanting change and fixing our town and going pretty much a completely opposite way for the most part on how things are handled than our current administration. So I'm excited for that. And we got a lot more changing to do. This is just a beginning, but it's a huge step. Like I say, guys, if you look at what you have done so far for this town, by the use of it, we're now going to have a new sheriff who we have not had in a decade and a half. That's a huge accomplishment in itself. Secondly, the new principal, new superintendent, they're starting to get great new hires. They're on a great track over there. If you look at what's happening right now with the school board and everything, they are on a track for complete, hopefully, turnaround and success. So, and it's all because of y'all. It's got nothing to do with us. It's all because of y'all, because y'all want to change. Y'all just allow the KC Show to be the voice. That's it. So I appreciate everybody. Make sure you get out there. Ricky, I have not heard of any of them. I have not heard Robbie, John, or David, any of them endorse any of the other ones. But let me flip that a little bit. Would you want their endorsement? You know, all three of their votes couldn't even equal one of Jeff's or Carl's. I'm sure they're, Jeff and Carl are not, too bummed out about that. I mean, I'm sure they would still be appreciative if they got it, but sometimes it's best not to get a certain support than to get it. Hey, Mary, how are you? Good job, Brittany. Everybody should vote. I don't care who you're voting for. Vote. Vote, vote, vote. Because if you don't vote, we don't know what the town really wants, right? So make sure you vote. Make sure you vote. People are still coming in. They're still voting. Right now it's empty. I got the camera pointing this way. That way we're not violating federal law. You cannot record in any way, shape, or form toward any voter polls. So that's why we got it pointed this way, the backdrop here, just to make sure that we're not catching anybody voting. Do not want to go to jail. Is it freezing? Is it? Mine's doing good. Is it freezing? Well, that's good. I want it to freeze now to let me know whether or not it's going to run good later on, because otherwise if it starts to freeze a lot, but it's running good on mine. No, mine's going good. Oh, sorry, Ashley. Yeah, well, I'd rather it freeze now and kind of give me an idea of what it's going to do later on. Had pretty good, strong internet earlier, but that's why I'm just sitting here kind of rambling, to be honest with you. That's why I'm just talking. I want to see how it's going to do, want to make sure it holds up. Otherwise, I'll have to use my hotspot. Sorry about that, Ashley. And you're definitely right. It could be. Now, I can't say here to my left, this is where the internet box is. And probably about 10 feet right here to the center of the building is actually much stronger signal. So maybe they can get that moved one day, and they'd get a lot better signal. What are the totals right now? 1-1. That is the totals right now. Really, that is the totals. Patty hasn't heard. I will repeat it one more time. With the two ballots that went out, they were bad. One was half faded. The other one was completely faded. One vote went to Carl. One vote went to Jeff. So no advantage there. So it's 1 versus 1 right now. So, yeah. If it freezes for too long, Patty says to try to go back out and come back in. Now, it could also be a little bit of Facebook. Now, we are live streaming on YouTube as well. So if you need another outlet, definitely try YouTube as well. We're streaming at multiple platforms. But like I say, we're going to have, down here, we're going to have the little runoff election, lower third. And then up here, I'll show you real quick. This is what it'll look like once the ballots are in. This is what you'll see. This is Guys, it's simple, nothing flashy, no bars, no graphs. It's just simple numbers, but it gives you the numbers and keeps you up to date. And hopefully it'll be good enough for y'all. Trying to do everything I can to make sure that y'all are involved. It'll take just a second because Patty doesn't realize there's a delay. Um, now there could be some totals. I didn't ask them. They were kind of running around earlier because they had lost power at Lockhart, and a guy was actually getting ready to get his generator for them, and when he was getting ready to do it, power come back on. So, yeah, I didn't want to bother that. Terry, we'll definitely be talking about the elections coming up in November as far as cleaning house. We got a lot of cleaning to do on the city council. Have some cleaning to do on the county council, and we have some areas. But I tell you, our most dire place right now is definitely city council. That's the one that's in the most trouble. Um, uh, hey, there he is again. There he is again. But we're back again here tonight. We'll be going back live at about 6:30, 6:45. That way everything's ready. And we'll be testing the internet. Hopefully it holds up. There's not many people in here that's going to be running off of it except for us. So should be good. And how are you, sir? You doing all right?
Good evening to all of you.
That's it. Good evening.
20,000.
That's it. That's it. And, again, hopefully this turnout is as good as the last one. Guys, again, we set the record for percentage turnout for a primary in the state. So let's make sure we do it again. And hopefully we have a good one tonight. I tell you the truth, whoever wins, I just hope it's close on both sides because both of them deserve to be a sheriff, to be honest with you. They're both good guys, but unfortunately there's only going to be one winner. And you have a poll open at your place. No, I don't. No, they're all stationed at different locations. You got Monarch School. I'm not real sure. Buffalo fire departments are usually the locations for most of them. I know Buffalo. I know Monarch as well with the fire department. But that's pretty much it for now, guys. Because all I'm going to do is just kind of keep repeating myself, and we're going to sit and wait like the last time. Patty brought some chips for me to eat because I didn't deserve real food. So I'm going to go and eat my tater chips. What level of education do you need to run for office? That is a good question. Some of them, I'm pretty sure all of them are going to at least require at least a high school diploma at the very minimum. But if we had to go off based on how some of them act, echoing. Should be no echo. Only got one microphone. No echo. Okay, good. It could have been people talking in the background, guys. Oh, no, not you. But as far as, like, say, as well. Okay, here we go. Everything works out for a reason here, guys. So here's all the locations. Wasn't that just convenient? So those are the locations right there. I don't know how well y'all be able to see it. I'm not going to read them all. There's too many. But there's your locations right there, and we'll take a picture and throw that up on the Facebook page. Because there's another election coming up in a few months, the big one. Let's see. Buffalo School. Yep. So hopefully it's running good. But that's enough for me for now. I feel like I'm being very loud. It's like I'm in a library. There's no noise, like none. It's like super quiet in here right now. And if anybody works for doctor's office, dentist's office, chiropractor office, turn a radio on. Okay, that's just my personal preference. But you go sitting in a waiting room and it's dead quiet like this. And then when somebody comes in, you can hear, oh my God, that just, does that not drive y'all crazy? But anywho, enough of that. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be back at 6:30 to get the stream started. Hopefully we'll have a good election night. And I know Carl said he'll be here. I'm pretty sure Jeff will be stopping by as well. Hopefully we'll get them on here to get them to talk with us. But we appreciate y'all, and we'll see y'all later on.